Have you ever felt like life's chaos is an unending storm and wondered if there's a way to navigate it without losing yourself? Imagine standing in a bustling marketplace in ancient Rome. Voices rise, merchants shout, deals are made, and the noise is overwhelming. Yet in the midst of this chaos, a man stands calmly. His gaze is steady, his movements deliberate. This man is Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor, philosopher, and one of history's most famous Stoics. How did he manage to maintain such composure amidst the relentless demands of ruling an empire? This story invites us to explore the principles of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to find serenity in the midst of life's turbulence. By delving into its teachings, historical examples, and practical applications, we can uncover how to transform our daily struggles from chaos to calm. The origins of Stoicism. Stoicism was born in the bustling streets of Athens around 300 BCE. Its founder, Zeno of Citium, began teaching in a public colonnade called the Stoa Poikile, which gave the philosophy its name. Zeno's ideas were revolutionary. He proposed that while we cannot control external events, we can control our reactions to them. This simple yet profound idea became the cornerstone of Stoic thought. Over time, Stoicism was embraced by figures such as Seneca, a Roman statesman and playwright, Epictetus, a former slave turned teacher, and Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor. Each of them faced immense challenges, yet they embodied the Stoic principles of resilience, self-control, and wisdom. Chaos in the modern world. Fast forward to today. The chaos of ancient marketplaces has been replaced by the constant ping of notifications, endless to-do lists, and societal pressures. Stress has become a ubiquitous part of modern life. According to the American Psychological Association, chronic stress affects nearly half of all adults, leading to burnout, anxiety, and health issues. The pace of modern life often feels relentless. The demands of work, family responsibilities, and the pressure to succeed can create a sense of constant overwhelm. In addition, the digital age has introduced new stressors. Social media, for instance, exposes us to a barrage of curated highlights from other people's lives, leading to comparison and a fear of missing out. The 24/7 news cycle bombards us with information about crises and disasters, further exacerbating our anxiety. Yet, amidst this chaos, the principles of Stoicism offer a timeless remedy. The philosophy encourages us to focus on what truly matters, cultivating an inner peace that remains unaffected by external turmoil. At its core, Stoicism provides a framework for addressing stress by shifting our perspective and emphasizing the power of choice. Focusing on what we can control. One of the foundational ideas of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control. This principle teaches that while we cannot dictate external circumstances, we have complete authority over our own thoughts, attitudes, and actions. By concentrating on what lies within our control, we can let go of futile efforts to change the uncontrollable and instead channel our energy toward constructive responses. For instance, consider the modern stressor of workplace dynamics. A challenging colleague or an unexpected change in project direction can be a significant source of frustration. However, instead of fixating on the behavior of others, Stoicism advises us to focus on how we respond. Can we maintain professionalism, adapt to new circumstances, and uphold our values despite the challenges? This shift in focus not only reduces stress, but also empowers us to act with intention. Practicing acceptance. Acceptance does not mean passivity or resignation. Instead, it's about recognizing the reality of a situation and choosing how to move forward. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself that obstacles are part of life, writing in his Meditations. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This perspective encourages us to view difficulties as opportunities for growth. In the modern context, this might involve accepting that certain factors, such as a global pandemic or economic uncertainty, are beyond our control. By practicing acceptance, we free ourselves from the mental struggle of wishing things were different and instead focus on adapting and thriving within our current reality. Cultivating mindfulness. Mindfulness, a concept embraced both by Stoicism and contemporary psychology, helps us anchor ourselves in the present moment. The Stoics believed in being fully engaged with the here and now, rather than being consumed by regrets about the past or anxieties about the future. Mindfulness can be as simple as pausing to take a few deep breaths during a hectic day, noticing the sensations of your body, or observing your thoughts without judgment. These practices create a mental space where we can respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Living in accordance with reason and nature. Stoicism emphasizes living in harmony with nature and reason. In practice, this means aligning our actions with our core values and understanding that life is inherently unpredictable. Nature's cycles, such as the changing seasons or the ebb and flow of tides, remind us that change is inevitable. By embracing this reality, we can approach life's transitions with grace and adaptability. For example, the pressure to achieve perfection in every area of life can lead to immense stress. Stoicism invites us to focus on progress rather than perfection, celebrating small victories and learning from setbacks. This mindset fosters resilience and helps us stay grounded. Building resilience through preparation. The Stoics practiced premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils, where they mentally prepared for potential challenges. By imagining worst-case scenarios, they were able to reduce the shock of adversity and develop strategies for coping. In today's world, this might involve planning for financial uncertainties, rehearsing difficult conversations, or visualizing how you'll handle an unexpected crisis. This practice not only builds resilience, but also cultivates gratitude. When we consider what could go wrong, we're reminded of what's currently going well. Gratitude shifts our focus from scarcity to abundance, fostering a sense of contentment. Prafurman, fostering community and connection. Finally, Stoicism highlights the importance of community. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on our shared humanity, reminding himself that we are part of a greater whole. In the modern world, fostering meaningful connections can serve as a powerful antidote to stress. Sharing our struggles with trusted friends or family members provides emotional support and reminds us that we're not alone. Practicing negative visualization. Negative visualization, or premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils, is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy that offers a proactive approach to dealing with life's uncertainties. While it may seem counterintuitive to deliberately imagine potential setbacks, this practice has profound benefits for cultivating resilience, gratitude, and mental clarity. Dikatham. What is negative visualization? At its core, negative visualization is the act of intentionally contemplating worst-case scenarios. This doesn't mean obsessing over every possible misfortune or succumbing to pessimism. Instead, it's about mentally rehearsing challenges in a way that reduces their emotional impact and strengthens your capacity to cope. The goal is not to dwell in fear, but to embrace preparedness. By considering possible obstacles or losses, you desensitize yourself to their sting. This practice enhances your ability to face the future calmly and rationally, no matter what it brings. Why does it work? Reduces fear of the unknown. Fear often arises from uncertainty. When you confront potential difficulties through visualization, you bring the unknown into the realm of the familiar. By mentally experiencing adversity in advance, you strip it of its power to catch you off guard. Fosters emotional resilience. Imagining worst-case scenarios allows you to emotionally process potential outcomes before they occur. This minimizes panic and equips you to respond effectively in real situations. Enhances gratitude. Reflecting on what you could lose, whether it's a possession, relationship, or opportunity, heightens appreciation for the present moment. As Seneca said, "No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself." Improves decision-making. By considering setbacks in advance, you develop strategies to overcome them. This proactive mindset helps you make better choices under pressure. How to practice negative visualization. Choose a scenario. Identify an area of life that causes you stress or anxiety. It could be a looming deadline, a relationship challenge, or a personal goal. Imagine the worst-case outcome. Spend a few moments vividly imagining what could go wrong. Be specific. For example, a work presentation. You forget your notes, stammer through your points, or face tough questions. Travel plans. Your flight gets delayed, or your luggage is lost. Acknowledge your emotional response. Notice how these thoughts make you feel. Do they create anxiety, fear, or sadness? Use this as an opportunity to explore your emotional triggers without judgment. Shift to solutions and gratitude. After imagining the worst, focus on how you would recover. In the case of the presentation, consider how you could apologize gracefully, refocus, and still deliver value. For travel issues, think of alternatives. What essentials could you keep in your carry-on to minimize inconvenience? Once you've explored solutions, reflect on the present. Recognize that these worst-case scenarios haven't occurred yet, and appreciate what is going well right now. Incorporate regularly. Make negative visualization a habit, perhaps during a morning routine or as part of a journaling practice. Consistent engagement strengthens your ability to remain composed under pressure. Chato nai. Examples in everyday life. Preparing for financial challenges. Imagine losing a source of income. How would you cut expenses, find new opportunities, or rely on a safety net? This not only helps you feel more prepared, but also motivates proactive saving or career planning. Navigating relationship conflicts. Consider an argument escalating with a loved one. How could you de-escalate, apologize, or rebuild trust afterward? Visualizing these dynamics can help you communicate more empathetically in the moment. Facing health scares. Think about how you might adapt to a health diagnosis. Could you adopt new habits, seek support, or find strength in community? This mental rehearsal encourages a balanced perspective on health and wellness. Overcoming misconceptions. Some might worry that negative visualization is inherently pessimistic, fostering anxiety or attracting negativity. However, Stoics argue the opposite. Imagining the worst liberates you from its grip. By repeatedly confronting fears in a controlled manner, you desensitize yourself to their emotional weight. Remember, negative visualization is a tool to deepen gratitude, not to predict doom. It's about recognizing life's fragility and learning to live in harmony with its unpredictability. As you incorporate negative visualization into your life, you may find that challenges seem less daunting and blessings more abundant. This practice aligns with the Stoic belief that true freedom comes from within, from mastering your mind, preparing for adversity, and appreciating the present. In the words of Epictetus, the chief task in life is simply this: to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals, not under my control, and which have to do with the choices I actually control. Negative visualization empowers you to make this distinction with wisdom and grace. Living in accordance with nature and journaling for clarity. The Stoic principle of living in accordance with nature is at the heart of their philosophy. For the Stoics, nature represents not only the external environment, but also the essence of life itself, its patterns, rhythms, and inherent logic. To align with nature means to recognize and embrace life's flow, accept its impermanence, and live with purpose and simplicity. Living in accordance with nature begins with understanding the natural order. The Stoics believed that the universe operates with rationality and order. Observing how life unfolds, accepting inevitable changes, and aligning our actions with reason and virtue help us live more harmoniously. Resisting life's flow creates unnecessary suffering, while acceptance fosters peace. This includes embracing change and impermanence. Change is an undeniable part of existence. Seasons shift, people grow and leave, and circumstances evolve. Resisting these natural processes leads to frustration, whereas embracing them allows us to maintain inner calm. Living simply is another key aspect of this principle. Simplicity doesn't mean deprivation, but rather focusing on what truly matters. By prioritizing relationships, personal growth, and meaningful experiences over material possessions or superficial desires, we free ourselves from unnecessary burdens. Additionally, cultivating virtue, traits like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, is a way to live in harmony with the world around us. These virtues are the highest expressions of our human nature, and by acting in alignment with them, we live authentically. To practice living in accordance with nature in daily life, start by accepting what you cannot change. Recognize that life will always present challenges. Instead of resisting or resenting them, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow? Acceptance doesn't mean passivity, it means responding to situations with wisdom. Simplify your life by evaluating your commitments, habits, and possessions. Let go of what doesn't serve your physical, emotional, or spiritual well-being. Spend time in nature to reconnect with the world's natural rhythms. Reflect on mortality through the practice of memento mori, a reminder that life is finite, which can inspire gratitude and intentional living. Lastly, seek balance between ambition and contentment. Strive for growth, while recognizing when to let things unfold naturally. Living in alignment with nature creates harmony within yourself and the world around you. It reduces unnecessary struggles, focuses your energy on what's essential, and builds resilience to face life's challenges. As Zeno of Citium said, follow the flow of life and align yourself with its course. By surrendering to life's natural rhythms, you discover a profound peace. Journaling, another cornerstone of Stoic practice, complements this principle by fostering reflection, self-awareness, and growth. Marcus Aurelius. Meditations serves as a timeless testament to the power of journaling. Through writing, Marcus processed his thoughts, refined his character, and maintained perspective on life's challenges. Journaling helps process emotions. Writing allows you to untangle complex feelings and view them objectively. It's a safe space to explore your fears, frustrations, and hopes without judgment. It also provides perspective. By putting thoughts on paper, you gain clarity and can approach problems rationally rather than emotionally. Journaling tracks growth, creating a record of your thoughts and experiences. Over time, you can look back to see progress, recognize patterns, and celebrate how far you've come. Additionally, it cultivates gratitude by shifting your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant. To start a Stoic journaling practice, set aside 10 to 15 minutes daily, either in the morning to set your intentions or in the evening to reflect. Use prompts inspired by Stoic teachings, such as, "What went well today? What could I have done better? Did I act in alignment with my values? What is within my control in this situation?" Write freely without overthinking. Let your thoughts flow naturally, focusing on honesty over structure. Reflect on challenges and consider how you can respond differently in the future. End your entries on a positive note by listing 3 things you're grateful for or a lesson you learned. For example, if you face self-doubt at work, write about the situation. What triggered it? How did you respond? What strengths can you rely on to face similar challenges? If you have a conflict with a friend, reflect on your role in the disagreement how you could have communicated better, and steps you can take to repair the relationship. Ending your day by listing simple joys, a kind word, a moment of calm, or a satisfying meal, shifts your focus to the positive. Over time, journaling fosters self-awareness, emotional balance, and personal growth. It becomes a trusted companion in your journey, offering insights into your mind and guiding you toward a life of virtue and fulfillment. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." Journaling is a practical way to embody this wisdom, helping you align your actions with your ideals and live with purpose. Together, living in accordance with nature and journaling for clarity empower you to face life's challenges with resilience, gratitude, and wisdom. Stoic lessons for everyday resilience. Stoic principles provide valuable tools for navigating life's challenges, teaching us how to cultivate resilience, wisdom, and inner peace. Two central pillars of this philosophy are living in accordance with nature and the habit of reflective journaling. Additionally, the stories of historical figures like Epictetus and Seneca demonstrate how these ideas can be applied, even under the most adverse circumstances. Living in accordance with nature. For the Stoics, living in accordance with nature means aligning with life's natural order, accepting change, embracing impermanence, and finding contentment in simplicity. Nature, in this context, refers not only to the physical world, but also to the essence of life and its inherent patterns. Accepting life's natural flow is fundamental. Resistance to life's inevitable changes creates unnecessary suffering, while acceptance fosters inner peace. This includes recognizing that change, whether it be aging, loss, or evolving circumstances, is an inescapable part of existence and a natural process to be embraced. Simplicity is another key aspect of this principle. Living simply doesn't mean renouncing everything, but focusing on what truly matters: relationships, personal growth, and meaningful experiences. Freeing yourself from unnecessary commitments and excessive attachment to material possessions reduces tension and fosters balance. Furthermore, virtue holds a central place in Stoic philosophy. Values like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance are seen as the highest expression of human nature. Acting in accordance with these virtues allows us to live authentically and harmoniously with the world around us. You can begin practicing this approach in your daily life with small actions. Accept what you cannot change by asking yourself, "What can I learn from this?" Or, "How can I grow through this situation?" Simplify your life by evaluating commitments and habits, letting go of what doesn't contribute to your well-being. Spend more time in nature to reconnect with its rhythms. Finally, remember the practice of memento mori, reflection on mortality, to inspire gratitude and purpose. As Zeno of Citium said, "Follow the flow of life and align yourself with its course." By embracing life's natural rhythms, we find profound peace and strength to face challenges. Devach. Reflective journaling, the key to clarity. The practice of journaling, exemplified by Marcus Aurelius's Meditations, is a powerful tool for processing emotions, maintaining perspective, and fostering personal growth. Marcus Aurelius used writing as a safe space to explore his thoughts, refine his character, and find balance. Journaling allows us to process complex emotions by examining them objectively. It provides clarity, reducing the emotional weight of difficult situations. Over time, the practice creates a valuable record of learning and growth, and fosters gratitude by focusing on life's blessings. To begin, set aside 10 to 15 minutes a day. In the morning, set intentions for the day. In the evening, reflect on what happened. Use Stoic-inspired questions such as, "What did I do well today? Where can I improve? Did I act in alignment with my values?" Write freely without judgment or concern for structure. End by listing 3 things you're grateful for or a lesson you learned. If you faced a challenge, write about it. What triggered it? How did you respond? How could you improve your reaction next time? This practice not only fosters self-awareness, but also builds emotional resilience over time. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Journaling is a practical way to embody this wisdom, helping you align your actions with your ideals and live purposefully. 1Q. Historical examples of resilience: Epictetus and Seneca. The lives of Stoic philosophers provide compelling examples of resilience in action. Epictetus and Seneca, in particular, faced immense adversity, yet chose to navigate their circumstances with courage, wisdom, and focus on inner peace. Epictetus, rising above circumstance. Born into slavery in the Roman Empire, Epictetus endured physical abuse and dehumanization. One account even suggests that his master intentionally broke his leg, leaving him permanently disabled. Despite these challenges, Epictetus refused to let his external circumstances define him. Once freed, he became one of the most influential Stoic thinkers in history. His Enchiridion handbook offers concise, practical guidance on living a virtuous and resilient life. One of his most famous teachings states, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This idea underscores the Stoic belief in the dichotomy of control. While we cannot change many events, we have complete control over our thoughts, attitudes, and reactions. Epictetus's life reminds us that true freedom lies in mastering our minds. By focusing on what is within our control, we can cultivate peace and purpose, even in the face of profound suffering. Seneca, finding tranquility amid turbulence. Seneca, a statesman, philosopher, and playwright, served as an advisor to Emperor Nero, navigating the volatile and dangerous political environment of Nero's court. Despite his proximity to power, Seneca faced exile and ultimately was forced to take his own life. What sets Seneca apart is the tranquility he displayed even in the face of adversity. In his Letters to Lucilius, he writes, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." This wisdom highlights a key Stoic concept. Much of our suffering stems not from external events, but from the stories we tell ourselves about them. Seneca encourages us to challenge these narratives, reducing unnecessary fear and anxiety. Even as he faced his own death, he demonstrated remarkable composure, using his final moments to comfort his loved ones and reaffirm Stoic principles. Timeless lessons for modern life. The stories of Epictetus and Seneca remind us that resilience is not about avoiding hardship, but about how we respond to it. Key lessons include: 1. Focus on what you can control. Shift your energy to your thoughts and actions rather than external events. 2. Challenge catastrophic thinking. Ask yourself, is this as bad as I think? What can I do to improve the situation? 3. Cultivate inner peace. Practices like mindfulness and journaling help build a stable foundation of calm. 4. Find meaning in adversity. Reframe challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. 5. Embrace mortality with grace. Use life's impermanence to inspire gratitude and intentional living. By applying these principles, we can navigate life's challenges with strength and clarity. Resilience, as the Stoics teach, is a skill cultivated through perspective, practice, and the pursuit of virtue. Their wisdom remains a beacon, guiding us toward a life of purpose and peace. Bringing Stoicism into your life. Stoicism is not about avoiding stress or challenges, but learning how to respond to them with equanimity and wisdom. By integrating Stoic principles into our daily routines, we can transform chaos into calm and build emotional resilience. Here are practical steps to make Stoicism a living practice in your life. 1. Morning reflection, setting intentions for the day. The Stoics believed in starting the day with intentionality and reflection. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous Stoic philosophers, began each day by reflecting on the nature of life and his role in it. This practice sets a powerful tone for how we approach the day ahead. How to practice morning reflection. Express gratitude. Start by acknowledging what you are thankful for. This cultivates an attitude of appreciation and helps shift your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in your life. Set intentions. Reflect on the challenges you might face and decide in advance how you'll respond. For example, I might face a difficult conversation today, but I will remain calm and composed. By mentally preparing for challenges, you avoid being caught off guard and can respond with greater calm and clarity. Remind yourself of your values. Ask yourself, what virtues will guide my actions today? Whether it's wisdom, courage, or temperance, identify the qualities you want to embody as you move through your day. This morning ritual helps you start the day grounded and aligned with your Stoic values, providing you with the mental clarity to navigate whatever comes your way. 2. Evening review. Reflecting on your actions. At the end of the day, the Stoics recommended reviewing your actions and reflecting on how well you lived according to your principles. Marcus Aurelius famously wrote in Meditations about his nightly reflections, evaluating how he had lived and how he could improve. How to practice evening review. Assess your actions. Take a moment to reflect on your day. Did you act with wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance? Did you stay true to your Stoic intentions? Identify areas for improvement. If you didn't live in alignment with your values, don't judge yourself harshly. Instead, ask, what can I do differently tomorrow? This helps you approach mistakes as opportunities for growth, not failures. Practice. Self-compassion. Remember that you are constantly learning. If you didn't handle a situation well, treat yourself with kindness and use it as a lesson for the future. This reflection is about progress, not perfection. The evening review fosters self-awareness, helping you grow into a wiser and more grounded version of yourself. It also reinforces the idea that every day is an opportunity to improve, making personal development a continuous and intentional practice. 3. Mindfulness practices. Centering yourself in the present. Mindfulness is an essential Stoic practice that can help calm the mind and reduce stress. By being fully present in each moment, we learn to detach from overwhelming emotions and focus on what's important. The Stoics practiced mindfulness through meditation, reflection, and being fully aware of their thoughts and actions. How to incorporate mindfulness. Focus on your breath. Take a few minutes each day to focus on your breathing. Inhale deeply and exhale slowly. This simple practice centers your mind and reduces anxiety, especially when faced with stress. Observe your thoughts. Instead of reacting to every thought that arises, practice observing them without judgment. Acknowledge them, then let them go. This reduces mental clutter and promotes clarity. Ground yourself in the present. Whether you're at work, with friends, or alone, focus on being fully present. Avoid distractions like excessive multitasking or worrying about the future. By grounding yourself in the present, you create space for thoughtful action rather than reactive behavior. Mindfulness helps you build emotional resilience by teaching you to control your attention. When you are aware of your thoughts and feelings, you are less likely to be swept away by them. Tip 4. Cultivate virtues, embodying Stoic principles. The Stoics valued 4 cardinal virtues that guided their actions and decisions: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These virtues are not abstract ideals, but practical qualities to embody in everyday life. By cultivating these virtues, we become better equipped to navigate life's challenges with grace. how to cultivate these virtues. Wisdom. Wisdom involves the ability to discern what is important and to act in accordance with what is rational and good. To cultivate wisdom, seek to make decisions based on reason rather than emotion. This could mean taking a moment to pause before reacting to a difficult situation or seeking knowledge to better understand complex issues. Courage. Courage isn't just physical bravery, but the willingness to face discomfort or uncertainty. In everyday life, this might look like speaking up in a challenging conversation, tackling a difficult project at work, or facing your fears instead of avoiding them. Justice. Justice in Stoicism is about acting in a way that is fair, honest, and considerate of others. In your daily life, this might involve treating others with respect, keeping your promises, and advocating for fairness in your community or workplace. Temperance. Temperance is about practicing self-control and moderation. This virtue applies to many areas of life: eating, drinking, spending, and even emotional responses. Practicing temperance means resisting the urge to overindulge and choosing moderation in all things. To integrate these virtues into your life, ask yourself how you can embody each one in your daily interactions. For example, how can you make a decision today based on wisdom? How can you demonstrate courage in the face of fear? How can you act justly in your relationships? By striving to live according to these virtues, you become more aligned with the Stoic philosophy and better equipped to handle whatever life throws your way. The power of Stoic practices in everyday life. Integrating Stoicism into your life is not about making grand changes or perfecting your behavior. It's about making small, consistent adjustments that allow you to live more mindfully, wisely, and intentionally. Through morning reflection, evening review, mindfulness, and the cultivation of virtue, Stoicism offers practical tools to transform chaos into calm and navigate life's challenges with grace. By incorporating these Stoic practices, you develop resilience, clarity, and peace in the face of life's ups and downs. The more you live according to Stoic principles, the more equipped you become to handle stress, embrace change, and live a life of purpose and fulfillment. The calm beyond chaos. In a world that often feels overwhelming, where the noise of daily life seems constant, the prospect of inner calm may appear elusive. Yet, this is precisely what Stoicism offers: the possibility to maintain a state of peace despite the chaos surrounding us. By embracing Stoic principles, we can cultivate resilience, clarity, and equanimity in the face of life's inevitable storms. Imagine for a moment that you're standing in the middle of your own Roman Forum, a bustling environment filled with distractions, challenges, and demands. In this scene, it's not the absence of external chaos that defines your peace, but your mastery over how you respond to it. Much like Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic emperor, who ruled Rome during a time of political strife and personal hardship, we too can find serenity within ourselves, no matter the external circumstances. Mastering the inner realm. Marcus Aurelius stands as a beacon of Stoic wisdom, reminding us that while we cannot control the external forces that impact us, we have full control over how we choose to respond to them. His calm demeanor in the midst of personal tragedy and political turmoil was not a product of avoidance, but of discipline. Discipline in training his mind to see beyond the immediate disturbance and focus on what he could control: his thoughts, his actions, and his perceptions. In his Meditations, Marcus wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This message echoes through the ages and remains central to Stoic philosophy. The chaos around us, the traffic, the noise, the demands of others, is often beyond our control. But how we react, how we interpret these situations, and how we maintain our focus is always within our grasp. The Stoic practice of shifting our focus from external events to internal responses creates a powerful buffer against stress and anxiety. It doesn't mean becoming indifferent to what happens around us, but rather choosing to engage with life from a place of understanding and calmness. Stoicism encourages us to acknowledge that challenges and discomfort are part of life's fabric, and that our response to them is what truly shapes our experience. Turning the path from chaos to calm. The journey from chaos to calm isn't some far-off ideal. It is something that can begin in the present moment. No matter how chaotic your day may seem, whether you are facing a tight deadline, managing personal crises, or dealing with unexpected obstacles, you can find stillness within. Stoic practices are not meant to be used in isolation during moments of intense stress, but rather integrated into your daily routine, like a muscle that you strengthen over time. Here's how you can apply Stoic principles to create your own path from chaos to calm. 1. Pause and reflect. When you feel overwhelmed, stop and take a breath. Instead of reacting automatically, ask yourself, what's within my control here? This simple practice of pausing gives you the space to choose a thoughtful, deliberate response, rather than letting external chaos dictate your emotional state. 2. Focus on what you can control. The Stoic principle of the dichotomy of control is a powerful tool. Focus on actions you can take, thoughts you can manage, and attitudes you can adjust. If something is outside of your control, release the need to change it. This brings a profound sense of peace, knowing that you are no longer fighting against the flow of life. 3. Reframe your perspective. Often, the stress we experience is exacerbated by how we view the situation. Stoicism teaches us to reframe our perspective, seeing challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. For example, a difficult conversation at work can be seen not as a threat, but as a chance to practice communication skills or exercise patience. 4. Embrace the present moment. Life is a series of fleeting moments, and the more we can embrace the present moment, the more we can experience calm amid chaos. Focus on the task at hand and avoid getting overwhelmed by what lies ahead. By being fully present in your actions, you can perform them with greater focus and less anxiety. 5. Cultivate virtue as your compass. Stoicism teaches us that living a virtuous life, grounded in wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, provides a steady foundation amidst the storm. When you align your daily actions with these virtues, you become more resilient in the face of adversity, as your behavior is guided by enduring principles rather than fleeting emotions. Living your own Stoic practice. As you step into your own forum, whether it's a hectic office, a noisy household, or a bustling city street, carry these Stoic lessons with you. Imagine yourself as the calm center in the midst of it all. You are not a passive observer to life's events, but an active participant in shaping your inner response. Like Marcus Aurelius, you are in control of your mindset, and that makes all the difference. Life's chaos will continue, but how you choose to respond to it is within your power. Each moment is an opportunity to practice Stoic wisdom, to pause, to reflect, and to choose your response consciously. By embracing Stoic practices like mindfulness, reflection, and virtue cultivation, you can find peace no matter the circumstances. The path to calm is not a distant dream, but an achievable reality, one decision at a time. The Stoic journey is not about eradicating stress, but about learning to navigate it with resilience and grace. It's a process of continually returning to the present moment, recalibrating your thoughts, and remembering that your inner peace is yours to maintain, no matter what chaos unfolds around you. So, begin today. Take a deep breath, reflect on what you can control, and move forward with clarity and calm. As you practice this, you will discover that the calm beyond chaos is not a destination, but a way of life, a way that you can choose to live every single day. Closing thought. Waste no more time arguing about what a good person should be. Be one. Marcus Aurelius. If you found this video insightful and empowering, don't forget to hit that like button. It helps us reach more people who can benefit from these Stoic teachings. And if you're looking for more wisdom on how to live a life of inner peace and strength, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Join our community and start transforming your mindset today. Stay unshaken, and I'll see you in the next video.